Hello, welcome in. We're going to get in some real shamanic messages. I just heard that song Starlight, Starbright. You know that one? So I don't know if that means something to someone, but I feel like it is indicative of someone's true, beautiful essence flowing through into the realm. So we'll see what comes out here. And I'm also hearing that Snoop Dogg song where he says about the mirror on the wall, who is the top dog of them all, right? So, you conceited bastard, right? So anyone returning, hey, you know my crazy ways already. To anyone new here, I like to divine tarot, but also to give you the true ancient usage of the tarot, which is to create your own reality, to get control out of the energy you're flowing out and what you're pulling back in, and start living the way you intended, or to help you start living the way you intended before you incarnated in your current vessel. Okay, so it's good to have you here. If you're new, why not say hi? Let me know if this is your first time. And I'm going to zone into the energies now. Spirit, angels, guides, Most High God, Holy Spirit, divine beings, what is the main message you want someone to have today? What is it you want them to know? Okay, we've got the Four of Cups. In this deck, this is the Lord of Blended Pleasure, right? And I'm getting that you're balancing things out, like things you would have seen as bad before. You're giving your mind the freedom to know that it's not really bad, right? This is escaping from other people's ideas of what's good for you. Because what Spirit always tells me is there's no good or bad. There's just, are you getting closer to Spirit, or are you getting further away? Are you getting closer to source energy, closer to your higher self, closer to God, or are you getting pulled off of the garden pathway? So I feel like you're starting to realize all these things they told me were bad. Actually, this is good for me. It's good for me to know my power, to know my strength. And there's a real sense of balance here. Queen of Pentacles with the Four of Cups. This is going to bring you in abundance, because now you are starting to realize that you make your own rules and that your higher self has a blueprint for you. And when you follow that blueprint, it might not look like what other people had planned for you. It might not match their assumptions, right? But it makes your soul shine. Starlight, star bright, right? There's something really balanced here where now you're getting into balance. It's allowing your true essence to flow through into the dream. There's something about freedom here. There's something about you really cracking open your mind and living more fearlessly. You know, this is the end of self-demonization and the beginning of true self-love, true self-acceptance. And you're going to see this, you know, show up in your outer reality with the Queen of Pentacles. There's something really satisfying going on for you, because the Queen of Pentacles, all of the queens are about satisfaction of the heart, but this is going to be something that's physically satisfying in your actual reality, something you're actually going to experience. We've got the Hermit, and in this deck, this is called the Magus of the Voice of Light, right? So maybe, you know, maybe you ended up in a situation where you didn't have people you thought would always be there. That's so common, isn't it? You know, maybe you had to shed that old skin, spend some time liaising with the non-physical, spend some time getting to know who you truly are. And I feel like that's what's bringing in this light, Queen of Cups energy, a satisfied heart, and again, lots of water. I feel like you've really started to filter your emotions in the right way. You've started to see things in alignment with universal law. And I feel like it's released a lot of tension for you. I feel like it's allowing all the old ideas to flow away. Anything that doesn't fit with your true power, your true divinity, is flowing away and being replaced with an elixir. The elixir of the higher self. Okay, we've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So these are like the main energies here. This is spiritual prowess and really making your spiritual nature a true manifestation in physicality. So this is beautiful work, okay? Lord of perfected work, that's what the Four of Wands is called in this deck. And we've got Lord of the root of the powers of earth and Queen of the thrones of earth. So you really are, and they're giving me the tingles right now, you really are bringing your true divinity, your true spiritual fire into your actual reality. And they're telling me you've got no idea how beautiful this is and how powerful this is. For any being who stumbles across you, for any being you connect with in any way, this energy is flowing outwards. And they're telling me lead by example. You're going to be an example to people, an inspiration to people who don't even like tell you that, or you know, won't even have a chance to tell you that. But this is pure magic. Magician on the bottom of the deck. 3 wands. They're pulling me to the V111. The 111 may be showing up a lot for you, right? Let's see what comes out. Show me more. 10 of Cups, yeah. 7 of Cups. All this water on the table. This is your spiritual essence. Ace of Cups, right? Ace of Swords. You're seeing very clearly here who you truly are, and I feel like you're wiping away a lot of irrelevant detail. You know, what people think, all the noise, right? With this Hermit card, I feel like you've removed all of the noise. They're showing me doves and fairies. So you could have a real taste for the ethereal, right? 10 of Cups, 7 of Cups, Ace of Cups. There's so many options here. I feel like you've got such a non-physical power to connect with energies on a different level. This could have made you feel like a misfit or an oddball. People could have tried to make you feel like you're crazy anytime you try and explain shit to them. It's just because they're not on your level, okay? They're trained in the art of being basic. So I feel like I'm speaking to someone, you really need this confirmation, because I get it. It messes your head up. We've got mirror neurons, right? In our minds. Humans are naturally mirrory, and we expect humanity and understanding from other beings. So if people keep telling us we're crazy or trying to reflect back things at us because they don't understand us at our level of the game, it can often make us feel like we're the ones doing it wrong. It's tribal stuff. We can't escape the fact that as humans we run on tribal blueprints, and when loads of humans around you treat you a certain way, it can kind of distract you for a long time from knowing your own greatness. But I feel like you've broken through something here. You've broken through to your true elixir, Ace of Cups, and now you're realizing with the 10 of Cups that you are not alone, that there are others like you, that you've got a soul group of people who are just as wacky as you, if you see yourself as wacky, just as wild as you, just as creative, just as intelligent as you. I'm hearing different metaphysical timelines. You've brought in a lot of energy that would seem alien to the humans who think they're so important in the universe. They are important. You know, we're the new babies, the cherubim on the block. But the ones who feel like they're the most important because they go along with the rules other people made for them, they are least important to the universe. And actually, you're bringing in some really powerful stuff with the Strength card. Daughter of the Flaming Sword. So this is air and fire, truth with divine passion behind it, right? And a shield, a mighty divine shield. You may have noticed things happening in your life where all of a sudden something got moved or shifted, something maybe you were worried about, and all of a sudden you got, you know, alerted to the fact that maybe an event was cancelled that you didn't want to go to, or I don't know, I'm summing this up really quickly. You've noticed the universe arranging things for you, protecting you, shifting things up, letting you off the hook, making sure you know you're protected. This is a mind-universe connection where you notice how things happen to serve you, because you're bringing in these, I'm hearing uber powerful alien energies, and we say that word alien with pride, okay? There are more like you. Lord of perfected success. There's some alchemical formula that you've managed to access via, it's like self-allowance. You've allowed yourself to be the fullness of who you truly are. You're no longer, I'm hearing, shaming yourself. You're no longer taking on other people's viewpoints, the way they want to, you know, make you feel like you're not allowed to be who you are when you're the special one. I don't think so. Ace of Cups here, 10 of Cups. Your self-love is taking you all the way home to your soul group. Let's have a look at this 4 of Cups. Show me. Okay, so they're giving me with this 4 of Cups that because you've literally access your true higher self, which many forces were trying to keep you away from. They wanted you to think you were a human that was getting it wrong. They didn't want you knowing you were a higher being with an apothecary of beautiful energy supporting you. But now you've raised your consciousness up. You're truly accessing this divine, invisible, but very much real elixir of your whole soul group. So you're accessing the cupboard with all the best ingredients, non-physically. Makes sense? Because you've allowed this in yourself. You've been brave enough to do this. And break out of some sort of hold that maybe, you know, the world had on you, right? You've broken out of that with the Hermit. You're realizing you don't need them. And you're realigning with true love, true family love, whatever that means for you, right? Show me this Four of Cups. The Hierophant. Yes, you're accessing that good stuff, okay? All the energies you've got stored up from other lifetimes, other dimensional places, other realities, and now flowing artistically into your creation. And now you're realizing life is your creation. Now you're realizing why they're programmed the way they're programmed, to try and stop you being great, to try and stop you being the unique, beautiful, radiant creation that you are. There's no one quite like you, right? There's no one quite like you. That was just the Lover's card that just flipped over. We'll see if it comes out again. But this is real magic here, real divinity. You're being the one God designed you to be. You've stepped into those shoes. You're walking the walk here. Four of Wands. You're going to feel this in your physical reality if you haven't already, right? King of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles. You've got great satisfaction in seeing yourself how you truly are. Avatar level, player of the game. You're realizing, they're giving me the word king, queen. You're realizing your royalty. You're realizing you're free. You're realizing that everything's illusion. And that the illusions they cast upon you can be broken through by staying in your own truth. Look, the Devil, death, Three of Swords and the Eight of Swords again here. Yeah, the program that we call the devil, it's getting worried, it's getting scared, because so many of us are coming into our pure sovereignty, and we're very clear on who we are. We're very clear on our immortality, and we're very clear on who God really is, right? Ancient levels coming back, but you're someone who's got more of an alienism. You bring in rare energies from outside Earth, beautiful rare energies, okay? And you're really realizing now that that's a beautiful thing, a beautiful thing, a very rare and beautiful thing. Show me the Hermit. The World card. Wow, have you achieved something here with the World card and the Hermit? You've really concretized. They're telling me secret knowledge. Knowledge that most humans would find to be occult or, you know, hidden, right? You've managed to integrate this into your being through your confidence in maybe what other people would see as aloneness or whatever. You don't see it as aloneness, you see it as solitude. There's something powerful about you being in solitude, accessing your own Akashic records. I feel like you can go much further than your own Akashic records. I feel like you can go into any energy you can focus your mind onto. And because you're so alien, right? And because you're so alien, the Akashic library is much more vast for you. You can access volumes that other people wouldn't even think of accessing. They're showing me violet, bright neon violet. There's something about your energy here that's just, ooh. You've played a lot of these creational games in a lot of different realities, and I feel like now it's your time. Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, it's your time. You've mashed your way past the illusions. You've taken everything the world had to throw at you, and now it's your time to be happy all the way home. Four of Wands energy. You're going somewhere different here. Show me the Queen of Cups. You may feel like you've got to sort of blend in with humans still. You know, you may feel like you've got to live a double life, like you've got to have your surface alchemy, the way you deal with those people you can't avoid, right? And then there's the real you. There's the one that only the special ones are allowed to see. Only the ones who truly love you are allowed to see the real deep part of your heart. And they're coming. Ace of Wands. You've got this newfound spiritual power here. It's a very fiery, airy energy that you're carrying now. I feel like you've always had a beautiful mind, but now you're allowing yourself to be proud of that. To thank God for that. To thank God for his alchemical fire. The flower of life energy, or should I say the red flower, right? You're appreciating the fire and the passion and the strength. Leo energy, Aries energy, Sag energy, but specifically Leo energy here. Allowing your magic to create this whole new reality, but this is about you really standing your ground with who you are. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. God picked you for a reason. You're here for a reason. As an outsider on the earth plane, you had to come in and infiltrate their human world because they're all doing it wrong, and they've got the nerve to act like you're the problem. You're going to be reteaching them, redirecting them. You're going to be leading them. They won't even admit that they're inspired by you. Yeah, because they're bitter, weak and insecure. 5 of Wands here. Now you're the one who's like, you know what? I'm a fighter. Thank you, God, for letting me know I'm allowed to be a fighter. So you're breaking out of some sort of illusion where you feel like you've got to blend or bow down to other people's expectations or blend with the masses. No, you're not doing that anymore. You're standing in your true power, gifted to you via God and universal law, fully balanced and ready for whatever they bring at you, right? And you know you're not alone anymore. I don't know what this is, but you know you're not alone. Now you've tuned your mind onto this station where, you know what, I'm going to stick up for myself. I'm going to stand my ground. No one doesn't get to tell me how to live. It's bringing in new energy straight from the higher realms, but also it's crumbling your enemy's plans against you, right? There was something they wanted to stop you doing. Something, you could say the enemy team wanted to stop you doing. The unholy ones, the ones who aren't even real, the ones who are robotic type humanoids, part of a program that we created to test ourselves, to see how long it would take for us to stand in our true divinity, to see how long it would take us to figure out who was real, who was not. Well, you figured out who you really are now. And yes, there were many energies trying to stop you, but they've made you a fighter. Empress, 4 of Wands. You've got control over the dream now. You've got control over what you're pulling in with the Empress energy. Garden of Eden, creating your own version of heaven on earth. Show me strength. Yeah, you had to pass this. You had to get past this doorway. Judgment, transformation of the spirit, being reborn. This means being reborn in who you truly are, in your immortal nature. Not many humans can do this, but I feel like, you know, you could be someone who's meant to show the way, even if they won't admit they're copying you, even if they won't give you any credit. Your energy is an infiltrating energy. You sprinkle it everywhere you go. You affect things way more than you think you do. And now it's your time to stand solidly on your 2 feet, knowing thyself, knowing who you really are. I feel like knowing you've got a soul group out there should be really healing for you. And you could be getting prepared for this in some way with this 4 of Swords. Or this could be you connecting with soul group energy during meditations. We've got the 3 of Cups and the 10 of Cups again coming out. So I feel like you're picking up on celebratory energies in your meditations. Two of Wands with the 7 of Cups. If there's any confusion about which pathway to take, with these 2 energies showing up, go for the pathway that feels the best, okay? Even if it makes less logical sense. Follow your feelings on this one, okay? This is about following the feelings of the heart. This isn't about logic, because, you know, God works in mysterious ways. This is about having that faith in your heart and following the feeling. Your feelings are your own internal compass. This isn't about weighing pros and cons. This isn't about doing what seems logical or makes sense. The only thing that makes sense in an immortal reality is for us to follow the feeling that we get from the higher self. So that's the message for somebody. Show me this Ace of Cups. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, many like you. Many who want to work with you. Many who want to see you shine and be who you really are and do what you're really on this planet to do, right? Hanged Man energy. High Priestess. See, it's your job really to turn the tables on anyone who's messed with you. This is you turning the tables on the fake humans, okay? On the dead-hearted ones. This is you realizing you're the authority. You're the one who brings in this scroll from other realities. You're the one that was chosen to do this. You are the rare elixir in this place. And lots of people are going to support you in doing this, okay? Because you are revealing what they really are. There's a Robert Greene quote where he says, in war, there can be no win-win. It has to be one completely winning and the other completely losing. It has to be a total complete win. So they want you to step into that and really be like, okay, for me to be who I really am, it has to be an utter win. You know, there are reasons behind this, but you are part of this with this High Priestess card coming out. You've come so far, and this lovely self-acceptance is just the beginning, okay? It's just the beginning with the Ace of Pentacles, the beginning of this whole new timeline. You control the timeline with your mind, with your heart, with your soul. And you know what? I do feel like your enemies, the dead-hearted devil creatures, they are really heartbroken because they wanted you to take a pathway of feeling like a failure, of letting humans control your mind, or of letting narcs control your mind, whatever, of letting the masses. We can dump a lot of humans into the narcissist category because when they're fence sitting, they're enabling them. You know, imagine if you were in a war with somebody and there was some little cottage on the side and they kept feeding the enemy team on purpose to help them. Yeah, that makes them part of the enemy team, right? So they wanted you to care what regular mainstream beings thought of you. They wanted to pull you off of your divine pathway, but they didn't get to do that. Now I feel like you've been getting a lot of energy coming through from your soul group, and the more isolated you've been, the clearer the messages get, right? And this has turned you into a fighter. This has helped you know thyself, right? You already loosened your grip. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction, letting God in. You've already let God in here. You let God in because you had no choice, right? I'm getting that you're in a situation where you had no choice. You had to turn to the divine, yes. And all went according to his divine plan. You're seeing that even the things that might have looked bad, like, oh, I can't believe this has happened to me, it led you to your glory. So now you're seeing it's like, oh, that was beautiful. Well done, God. Bravo, right? You're realizing the universe sees all, knows all, weighs all, balances all. And this is your world. Yeah, activated earth. Power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. So trust where your heart is leading you here, okay? I feel like you could be the power in this. And this could be saying get out in nature, whatever. But this is about you being led somewhere beautiful and following that light-hearted, beautiful energy that's taking you where you need to be. The energy of the heart. Follow the feeling. There we go. Cosmic ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. Ace of Pentacles, you are pulling your beautiful radiant light through. They're telling me through the veil. You're dissolving the veil for yourself personally. And there is now no veil between your true self, the immortal part of you, and your conscious awareness of it, right? You are becoming this. You are becoming who you truly are. No longer shrouded in doubt. No longer is the vessel taking over your mind, your soul, your spirit is taking over the vessel. The way Tarot always intended to teach people. You're doing it. You've done it. The 22 steps of the major arcana. You've moved your mind through these steps. You loosened your grip on the old ways and allowed your true activation to happen. We've got the 7 star sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life, expression. Express yourself, don't repress yourself. I feel like you're doing this now. Let's pull a couple of these. 24 on my clock. Heart to feel. There we go. 8th house. Wow. So the heart to feel your way through on the next step on your journey back to your soul group, your spiritual family, your divine family. You're activated now. They want you to stay activated. Keep grounding your truth into reality. Even if it feels a bit weird at first, it always does for all of us, okay? Because we're surrounded by those who do not know. All right, but this is 8th house energy. Big transformations. I'm hearing you are the power. They should be running from you, or they should be in awe of you. If anyone fears anyone, it should be them fearing you. And I feel like you've really turned the tables on them now. 8th house, Pluto energy. They don't really want to with you, right? They don't. Whoever you are, you're powerful. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing your divine mission. This is who you truly are. Bringing in a unique library that no one else could bring here. You are as unique as a flower that only ever blooms once. So they want you to make the most of your beautiful, godly, divine existence on this planet. And know you're the truth. Not those delusional ones. You are the truth here, okay? Know that. Love thyself. And follow that beautiful compass of the heart. Follow those beautiful feelings. I hope this has helped. Lots of love.